but we're here to show you some tricks that are unique to just skiers so you can challenge your snowboarder friends next time you're out with them and watch them struggle. First trick of this video is going to be a spread eagle. What it is in the air is basically just a big jumping jack. To get comfortable with this, obviously you could start with some jumping jacks if that's what you want to do, but just stand with your legs wide apart. Put your hands out like this. First thing to remember before trying this trick is you want to make sure that you're comfortable with the speed and the jump that you're going to be doing it on. We're going to be doing it on the small to medium park jump, but this can also easily be done on side hits or any larger, bigger park jumps, whatever you feel comfortable with. So when you're rolling into the jump, you want to remember your basics. So shins in the front of your boots, put your hands out in front, make sure you get a nice, patient, comfortable pop. And then once you're clear of the lip of the jump, go for that big spread eagle or jumping jack motion like this. Patience, then bring it back here and stomp. So now that you're comfortable with the spread eagle, another way to spice things up that requires a bit more coordination and balance is to do a coac. So what that is same as a spread eagle, get your legs nice and wide, take your poles, put them together and through the legs. So next trick in this video is going to be a Screamin semen. Super interesting one you can't do on a snowboard because it requires taking your legs and actually crossing them over. So to get comfortable with this trick, find a nice piece of flat ground where you're not in the way of anyone. Take your strong leg probably, so whichever one you might kick a soccer ball with, and then just take that and cross it over your other one. And to get comfy with this trick, we'll do it in stages. So first thing is the Daffy, and then you can kind of get a little bit and then just keep taking it further and further. So now that we've done the progressions on the smaller jumps, we're going to take it to these bigger kickers here just so I have a bit more air time so it feels more comfortable. Remember, patience is super key with this one. So next up, we're going to add a grab trick. This one's a little less common. It's called the stink bug. What it basically is a truck driver, but you actually cross your skis at the back and then grab the inside here rather than the outside. So we're gonna do truck driver as a progression for this trick, but what we can do before that even is lie on our back on the snow and just feel what that grab feels like before we take it to the air. So you really wanna feel where your body's at in this position so you're comfortable before you take it to snow. So yeah, because this grab is a bit more technical and can be awkward with poles, it's perfectly fine to try new grabs like this when you're learning without your poles. Next thing we're going to do is move over to the rails, and we're going to do a backslide this time. So what that is basically you're just sliding the rail sideways as you normally would, and then you're going to lift up your front foot so that you're only balancing on your back leg. So what you're going to want to do to get comfy with this trick is stand on flat, practice lifting up your front foot a few times, and then balancing a little longer, and then really finding that balance point on one foot so you're ready when you take it to the rail. Okay, so to progress with this trick, once you've balanced on one foot on flat for a bit, a next great thing to try is sliding on snow sideways like you're coming to a stop, and then just practice balancing on that back foot only. Something else that's really important when doing this trick to keep in mind is that you want your ski base nice and flat and to not dig your edge in. Yeah, so now that we've done the backslide, the next natural thing to do is a front slide. So what this is the same as a backslide. You're going to be balancing on your front foot and lifting up your back leg. So same as the backslide, the progressions are just standing on flat, figuring out that nice balance point on your front foot, and then we can also take it to the slope and try sliding on the snow on our front foot. One thing to remember with backslide and front slide is that speed is your friend. Less time on the rail means less chance of falling. So next up is a baby crusher. This one's interesting because it's a bit of an unconventional approach to getting on a rail. Instead of popping on 90 degrees, you're actually gonna use that back foot to step onto the rail and then from there pop on 90. It's really important to go slow into this so you can get that nice foot plant and pop on. Otherwise you might miss it and then end up in a sticky situation. So yeah, we're gonna close off this video with the last trick. It's a fun one. It's the Daffy butter. We talked about Daffys earlier in the video with the Screamin semen. What this is just a Daffy, but on snow. So a good progression for this is to lean on your poles, stand legs shoulder width apart, and just do a Daffy on snow a couple times. Feel your tips in the snow, and that's it. So the easiest place to do this trick is anywhere you can find a roller. Easiest place to find a roller is the knuckle of the landing of a jump. Just make sure nobody's hitting the jump before you go. Something about this trick is that it's going to be a bit harder to do it in the slush like I just did, because it's easier to catch an edge when you're going over the snow.